Just bought a new toy today. It's called the Sears Tomahawk. I believe it's originally from England, and it did come with a blade deck at one point. I'm not sure how many inches. I couldn't imagine it's anywhere over 20 inches or something like that. It originally had a little white 5-horse motor on it, but I was told by the previous owner had a blown connecting rod. Would have mounted in there. And it's really, really tiny. It's got the old school metal seat on it, shifter in the middle. I believe it's a handbrake on the side. I'm not too sure yet. Little tin hood. Steering seems to still work. Little tight. From what I gather, it's locked up or the brake is on. I haven't really played with it too much. I just got it dropped off at my house earlier on today. It's chain drive from the transmission, belt drive from the motor to the transmission. There's a little pulley in there, belt, and back in there there's a chain that drives back to the axle. Front of it's all a couple little dings here and there that I pounded out. Rivets. Very, very basic little tractor. Not very much to it at all. I'm going to be doing a rebuild on the whole thing. It's going to probably start more or less when the weather gets better in the springtime. There's lots and lots to do. I'm gonna pull off all this. Looks like somebody used like bedding angle iron, some sort of bracket or something on the back, maybe some weight. Gonna tear the whole thing down to nothing, strip it, repaint it, put a new 5-horse motor on it. It's actually a vertical shaft that's gonna go in there, so no horizontal shaft Honda's going on like I would have liked. Rinky dinky little tires and wheels. If I can, I'm gonna replace those with air filled. The back ones are air filled. I don't know how big they are. It's all way too cracked up and old to really be able to tell much. See if I can free up the transmission the next day or so. So this will be the first of a few videos that are going to go up on the build process of it. I'm going to restore it back to its original condition, hopefully, or somewhat original. A couple of little goodies thrown in there, hopefully. Check back to see what else I got going. Hey YouTube. It's been pretty cold and wet out since I got it a couple days ago. Haven't really been able to do much filming or any work on it at all. Been pretty busy doing renovations inside the house. I just figured I'd try and get you another video up so I didn't keep you all hanging. All I'm doing right now is I'm just sort of using a degreaser with, well, more or less dish soap and hot water to get rid of the grease, so that when I'm pulling it apart I'm not going to find anything funny, rust or what have you underneath the grease. And not only that, but it's also nicer to work on stuff that's clean. It's not really an interesting video today, but I'm gonna try and get it as clean as I can. Don't want to leave anybody hanging. What I'm really looking for, you can inbox me or you can just leave a comment below, is some suggestions as to what kind of motor I should put on it. The real objective here is to make everyone else have the ability to have a say in what actually happens with this machine during the whole build. I'm going to try and get a video up at least 1 or 2 every week, probably posted on the weekend or midweek. I don't really have anything in concrete just yet. God, this thing is just covered in grease. Once again, nothing really fancy going on here. Just washing it down. So that's a little cleaner. The paint is actually not in too bad a shape, but that's another thing. Any suggestions as to what kind of color will go on? My real objective right now is to get as many subscribers as I can. Once that happens, I'll be doing a giveaway video. It sounds kind of silly, but I don't even really know what I'll be giving away. So we'll call it a bribe. A couple other people actually inboxed me and asked me how many speeds the transmission is. It's actually just got forward, neutral, and reverse with what looks to be some sort of clutch brake with a little spring guy in here, and then it just comes up to its handle there. This, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last video, but this I believe is the tension you'd put on for it operates your pulley guy there. So I'm assuming it'd be somewhat like a gas pedal, which would put tension on a belt that runs off the bottom of the motor, and that way it would just go forward and whatnot. Anyways, I'm going to keep this one short because it's not too interesting right yet. If I get a chance, what is it, Sunday today? If I get a chance, I'm going to tear the hood off, start disassembling the frame, and the next move I'm going to make is probably try and get everything sandblasted, so I get it right down to the bare metal. Once that happens, then primer and paint, and then I'm going to start sorting out what kind of motor is going to sit there. So like I said, inbox me or comment and let me know what kind of motor you think would be interesting to put on this thing. Nothing too big. I don't want to go crazy because that'll take a lot of modifications, but if enough people ask, I'll make it happen. I've been offered a 14 horse V-twin, I believe it's a Briggs & Stratton, electric start, all the goodies. I'll have to find a place to seat the battery and ignition and all that. So yeah, just inbox me and let me know what you think, and I'll try and get another video up this weekend. If not, I'll have one up ready for you mid next week. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, as promised, it's teardown day. We're gonna rip this thing down to just about nothing, and we're gonna rebuild the transmission. Okay, so here's another one. It's another walk around kind of guy underneath here, just so anybody else that may actually end up having one of these can sort of have a look at how this thing is supposed to work. From what I can make out, this actually runs your transmission. This is your tension pulley here, and the crankshaft of your motor with its pulley would probably sit about right, a bit closer, right about here. We'll run around and down around the pulley here, and then there's a chain here, so it's actually chain drive right down to the axles. You know, like I say, the whole idea is to tear this thing completely apart, have it sandblasted, or, well, if the budget works, I'm just gonna wind up wire brushing the whole thing on a either a 4.5-inch angle grinder with one of those wheels, or what some people would know as a burnt hamburger patty. Those things are quite expensive, but whatever. And then I'm going to prime the whole thing out, and I almost want to do every single individual piece on its own. Now, the one question I had, if anybody does know, if I was to take and want to make this thing lower, of course anything's possible with a welder and a little bit of the knowledge, but I would like to actually, if I wanted to lower it, can I just flip this axle to the other side of the frame here? Maybe lengthening the wheelbase, or, well, no, I'd rather just lengthen the wheelbase. Let me know. Okay, so with a little convincing, I backed off all 4 nuts and bolts, removed the pulley. Now there's that little key lock in here. That's not going to come out. Oh no, he's in there tight. There we go. And this thing should just almost fall right out. When it's said and done. And then the little pulley tensioner comes off as one complete part. The rod that goes up to the pedal there, I can stay put. It's kind of flopping around in there like a limp dick. Okay, so it's dismantled, ready to be removed. It's just sitting on top there, but after a fight with the chain, it's totally seized onto the sprocket. So there's a break in the chain here. I'm gonna take it off. That took a little bit more work than it was supposed to. There's the finished product, ready to be torn apart and all the gaskets fixed on it, and check out the condition of the gears inside. That's where she's at. So next thing, seat comes off, hood mounts, steering column, rear axle, sprocket, get it right down to the frame. Alright, so just in case my editing program doesn't work today, what I've got done so far. I yanked out the transmission, I took off the chain guard plate off the side. It should be mounted, if you can see it on that side there. 2 nuts came out, plate came off, the pulleys came out, the tranny's sitting there, put it in the dunk tank for a few minutes. I'm going to tear it all apart, replace the gaskets, check out what the gears are like inside there, put the oil back in it, if it is an oil one. I'm assuming it is. A little box of parts. I only got about an hour's worth of daylight left, so hopefully I can get a bit more of this stripped apart. Alright, so here's what I got so far. Cracked open the tranny. This is the clean. This is a clean side, and this is what it looked like before. All freaking dirty and everything. This is the gear for that side, all caked up in that white, nasty looking stuff. Nice and clean. Side's nice and clean. Take it to work tomorrow, grease it up, bring it back, put it back together. Okay, so this is the second day working on the transmission. Last night I got it all pulled apart, set it in the dunk tank, degreased all the gears, which there's only 2 of them, 3 including the little crank here. And I actually manually picked every little piece of dirt and crusted up grease out with toothpicks and Q-tips. But now I've got brand new grease, and I'm being very generous with it. This side, I'm just gonna load it up in there all the way around. And this is actually for motor rebuilding and other automotive applications, so it should do the trick. It looks like I'm working with mayonnaise. So I'm going to crack that back together, and once it's back together, I'll put up a video of I'm actually probably going to either polish it or give it a paint job. Another thing, I'm actually nearing the 50 subscriber mark, so once I hit 50 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway video for every 50 that I actually achieve on my channel. So thank you for watching.